Hi, I'm Bryn Krug, the Chief Copy Editor.
Hi, I'm Sarah Rose, the Assistant Lifestyle Editor. Welcome back to The Trend, a Northern Star pop culture podcast.
Each week, we will be talking about what's trending on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or X, and everything in between.
We're going to be ranking 4 to 5 topics, beginning with what we think is in and what we think is out. So, let's get cracking. All right, Bryn, do you want to start us off with the first one?
Oh, yeah.
You're very excited.
There is going to be 4 new Beatles biopics directed by Sam Mendes, who directed 1917 and American Beauty. Mm-hmm. He's directed other things too, but I don't recognize them.
He's a very famous director.
I have not seen 1917, but American Beauty is good, and also it's a classic, 1999. Best Picture winner at the Oscars. So he has experience under his belt.
He does.
But yeah, so apparently he's going to be releasing and directing 4 biopics about each individual Beatle. So That's each movie is going to be about their own Beatle. And I think it's supposed to come out in 2027.
Yes.
Which is so far away.
It is. I'll be 22, 23.
We'll be out of college.
It's crazy. I'll still be in college because I'm getting my master's.
You're getting your master's?
I am.
Ooh.
I'm an English major. I have to. I can't do anything with a bachelor's degree.
Good luck, Sarah. Yeah, that's great. I'm a slacker. I'm just getting a bachelor's, so I will not be here. But yeah, that's crazy far from now. But
it is.
Yeah, on TikTok, I've seen a bunch of videos, and it's different fan casts, and some of them are real. I can't think of any off the top of my head that are real and good, but I've seen joke ones too. One was as
Lordy.
Oh, I have seen. Oh yeah, there was one I showed
That's
Sarah.
What you showed me.
I showed Sarah TikTok. It was Jacob Elordi. I don't know who. Maybe George Harrison. It said he should be.
Yeah.
But it was he should be cast, and then someone was and he would be the 7-foot tall Beatle.
Right.
And edited a picture of the Abbey Road album cover, but with him just with one guy really
it was
tall.
Funny.
I saw another one that was all 4 of the Beatles were Jason Schwartzman, he's in a bunch of Wes Anderson stuff. He was in Rushmore.
Yeah.
And then what was he in that was he was in Scott Pilgrim too, and he's been a bunch of things recently. I think he was actually the number 1 watched actor on Letterboxd, because they do a yearly Wrapped thing, and he was the most watched actor.
That's cool.
I think it was because he was in both Asteroid City, Wes Anderson's film that released last year, and then he was also Spot in Spider-Verse.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
So it was that. Yeah, it's just voice acting, obviously, but he boosted him up in the algorithm.
Sure.
But
it says all the films are set to release in 2027.
Yeah,
we were speculating. We didn't know if they were going to be released at the same time or just throughout the year.
Yeah, but at the same. Yeah, I wonder what it'll be. But because if it's all in the same month, I feel you'd get kind of sick of it.
Yeah, that's true.
But the reason I brought up Jason Schwartzman was because the TikTok I saw was all 4 Beatles cast as him, which he does look like a combination of all 4 of them. And then Yoko Ono would be Michael Cera.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel I always see people do joke ones for Yoko Ono, and it'll be some random actor.
I love that though.
Yeah, but no, I think it could definitely be. I'm excited. Also just to see what they're like.
It's going to be huge. I think it's going to be done really well because Sam Mendes is a really great director. Yeah. And he got the rights to everything. Mm-hmm. Their whole stories and their music rights, which has never happened before. He's the first director. So he has everything. He has all the information, all the deets. So it could be really detailed short documentary. Well, what is a biopic?
Oh, so it's just a biographical movie.
Okay.
Kind of
that's what I figured.
I think Priscilla was considered a biopic. What was it? Oh yeah, I wonder what order they're gonna release them in.
That's gonna be exciting to guess.
I wonder if I feel like the hype is either going to increase as each movie comes out.
Yeah.
But I worry that it will get a little repetitive because 4 movies is a lot. And then also if it's like maybe it's them before they became Beatles. I don't think it would be. But like going their whole lives, it was like there must be a lot of overlap.
Oh, for sure.
What if they use like the same scenes? That would be crazy because it's like
that would be.
So it's just like different perspectives and it's every movie is the same story.
I could see people getting sick of that.
And I also think like as an actor taking on this project would be big because I assume that whoever plays like John Lennon in one will play it in him on all 4 because they'll need to include them. So it's like signing on a 4-movie project would be big.
It's a lot of money.
But yeah, it would take so much time, but I bet it'd be good for a career.
Mm-hmm.
What if, I hope that one of the Beatles like kind of Austin Butlers the role where like he gets like really into it and like he starts living his life as a Beatle.
Dude, that would be crazy. Well, yeah, because I feel like for anyone to play any of the Beatles, like, you have to be good enough to get into that role.
Yeah.
To get into that person. Because, go on.
I was going to say, I wonder how flattering the documentaries will be because I know, like, with John Lennon, like, there's some stuff about, like, how he was not a good, like, father or husband. So I'm like, I wonder if they're going to, like, include that or try to just, like, tell the story of their music while maintaining the image. Like, how raw it's going to be.
Yeah. I hope they don't glaze them. I hope it's the honest truth. Because it's kind of like Priscilla. A lot of... Funny thing, like, my grandma called me after she saw the movie. And she was like, you know, I didn't realize that Priscilla was 14 and Elvis was, 30-something. She was like, I never thought about it that way. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So I hope these biopics really don't idolize them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, you know, if you're doing this, you got to tell the real them, no matter how bad.
Yeah, and also, I wonder what, like, the source material for, like, the script and the movie as a whole is. Because, like, Priscilla was based off of a book written by the actual Priscilla.
Yeah.
So it's like, as far as I know, like, there's no Beatles biographies. Well, there probably... Someone had to have read a little book somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so it should be exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. There's the article, like, list other biopics that have made a bunch of popularity, such as Elvis and Bohemian Rhapsody. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Beatles. I don't know anything about them, but I think I'll watch at least one of them. Maybe either the Paul McCartney or John Lennon one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I used to be a big Beatles hater because I'm like, oh, they're not like they're too mainstream. But it was like I had heard more negative things about like them being like sexist and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, just like back in the day, and then their most popular songs I do feel like are a little overplayed. But then once I started like listening to more like actual Beatles music, there are so many good songs. So now I'm a Beatles fan.
You gotta get off the mainstream stuff. Yeah, I totally agree.
Except out of like their super big songs, Yesterday, it always hits. All right.
Good stuff though.
Mm-hmm. For our next topic, we have Sarah. Sarah knows more about this one.
Yes. Bryn, do you know what's going on with Wendy Williams?
I read that article that you put, so a little bit, but I don't know the full story.
So Wendy Williams has become an icon over the years. If you've been on any social media, you have probably heard somebody quote her because she has so many out of context clips from her Wendy Williams show, which is not anymore, sadly. But she's funny. Everyone knows her. Everyone loves her. But it was released a few days ago that she got diagnosed with dementia and a disease called primary progressive aphasia. And this is not good because it affects a person's memory, it affects their speech, it affects basically how they move and go on, live their life basically. And she's 59, which is not too old, but she's up there. And so it's really sad. And I remember a few days ago I saw like clips of her being interviewed and you could tell that the symptoms were showing. And it's sad because I love her. She's hilarious. I can quote like a bajillion things of hers right now. But I hope she doesn't go too soon. But sadly, these things just get worse really, really quickly. And then there's no, like, quality of life anymore, which sucks. But 59, I still think is too young for dementia.
Yeah. And do you know, like, if she's planning on, like, how long she's planning on continuing, like, her show?
Well, her show is retired.
Oh,
she
it
doesn't
is?
do a show
Yeah.
anymore. She's just been, like, caught by paparazzi and in the media. But honestly, I think she's just staying home now. Maybe with a caretaker. But I love her. My favorite quote of hers is the one where she goes like, "The Nile is a river in Egypt.
Yeah.
Your husband is gay." That's my favorite one.
I love all like the. Have you seen like the shady cameraman stuff?
Yeah.
It was like someone will like she'll say something, and then the cameraman will like zoom in, like do a close up shot on a person who kind of like fits the description of what she just said, and she'll like call them out. She'll be, "Oh, look at shady cameraman," which I like how she does have like a more of a closer relationship like with her audience. I feel like
she does,
and that was also a cool thing. Like I feel like whenever I see clips, because I've never watched her full show, but she's always like interacting with the audience, and they seem like such diehard fans of hers.
Oh my
which
gosh, yes.
I feel like she has a good relationship, and yeah, she's so funny, and I feel like she just kind of says whatever, like in a good way.
I know so much out of pocket things. I need to watch like clips of her show because that's what made it so successful. I know was the interaction and the fact that she was a comedian. Unofficially.
Oh, and do you know her song?
No.
The Native New Yorker song?
No.
It's like, I was going to sing it, but I don't know that I need that online, so I'm not going to sing it. But the lyric is like, "No one opens the door for a native New Yorker." Wait, it was it was like,
heard that.
Oh, you would know it if you heard it, because it was like big on TikTok.
Oh.
All right, and then
the last one is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
Bryn's going to explain this to me because I only know the surface details of it, but it made me laugh.
Okay, so I'm sure you guys have heard about the, like, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory experience in Glasgow, Scotland.
Yes.
That went horribly wrong.
It was an experience.
So families bought tickets, and tickets were, I think, like $44 per person.
Yeah.
So this was, like, not cheap.
No, that's pretty hefty.
And it was supposed to be, like, an interactive, like, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory experience. Like, the venue was supposed to look like the Chocolate Factory.
Pretty high budget.
Yeah, and yeah, it was supposed to be this big thing. But then when people got there, they were super upset and like demanding refunds because it was just like a warehouse that was like barely decorated and also was just poorly done because so apparently the guy who like created the event, he used AI to like create it. So I think he used AI to make the flyer, and then for the actors, he gave them like an AI generated script of like basically gibberish. Like that's what the actors were saying. Like it did not make sense because it was just like a crappy AI script.
Oh my god.
And the AI script also created a villain called the Unknown. So the Unknown is a chocolate maker that lives in the walls of the factory.
Oh,
but
that's scary.
It's like the what the character looks like is it's a person in like a black robe and like a wig too, I think.
Yeah, black
with like
wig.
a silver mask, and it's like and they're like crawling out like from behind a mirror. And there's this one clip that I've seen like on TikTok of the Unknown, and like Willy Wonka like introduces him and goes, "Oh, look, it's the Unknown," and then you hear a little kid go like, "Oh no." Like the little kids were actually scared. Like it was scary.
I would be scared too.
But no, my whole For You page is like edits of the Unknown.
Yeah.
And I've seen people saying that ittle be a really good Halloween costume.
Oh my god,
which I agree. Too. But so not only was it not decorated well, so that was a let down. It was scary. It was scarring for the children. the actors have not yet been paid. So I saw, like, the girl who was the Oompa Loompa. She was, like, making videos and stuff, and she said they haven't been paid. The guy who plays Willy Wonka was a stand-up comedian, and he said, like, so it's like the actors themselves are against the event. So it's not like it was not on them. It was not their fault. It was the guy who put this on.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. So all of that stuff went wrong. But also at the event, no chocolate.
No.
There was no chocolate at the Willy Wonka factory experience, which is
so disappointing.
That's literally the chocolate factory. I think they said they're like a handful of jelly beans or something like they had that. So it was just very much like a cash grab.
It was a fake. Oh my god.
It's so funny.
It is so funny. I'm so glad it blew up. I don't know. I want to know the person who played the unknown. I want to know what the guy was thinking who planned this. I mean, he fooled people.
Yeah, and I think it's literally just like a money-making thing because I saw something that said the guy who like created the event also has released completely like AI written books on Amazon. So it's like he's literally been using AI to like do stuff, which is like also I think the flyer had like typos on it and stuff too. Oh. Like it was literally just he used AI and then just put it out there. Like he didn't polish it up. That's like cuz especially the girl who played the Oompa Loompa said she was given like 15 pages worth of a script to like memorize with like Oompa Loompa things to say and like none of it made any sense. And the same thing with Willy Wonka and the unknown.
That's crazy.
Dude, you guys gotta look up the clip of the unknown if you haven't seen it because it's so funny. Yeah,
it is funny. I sent it to my sister.
It's the unknown.
No.
Yeah, so none of the kids liked it, and everyone is demanding refunds. But hey, we've gotten a laugh out of it. I feel bad for the families that were there. Yeah. If only it was in America, we could have gone.
Oh my god! Imagine pulling up to the warehouse and being like, "Is this it?"
Yeah.
I want to know what the outside looked like.
Yeah.
But these pictures are just sad.
Yeah, it looks more like a high-end birthday party than because it was like marketed as an interactive experience.
Right.
So like an interactive experience, like it should have felt like they were actually visiting the chocolate factory.
Right.
Which if that was done well, maybe someone will like take the hint and do it well now because that would be incredible and so fun.
That would be
like
cool.
It would be a very hard thing to pull off.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I don't think Willy Wonka's like Disney, so I don't think they could do this. But like if there was like I was gonna say at like Disneyland, if there was a section, or Universal. Like if Universal had a a chocolate, like a Wonka's boat ride, that would be an incredible ride. But like the scariness of it, and then like Chocolate Factory, dude, that would if anyone who works there is listening, they should do that.
Oh yeah, it's Warner Brothers owns with the like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, I don't know how. So I don't. Okay.
It could be another pop-up event.
It can be its own theme park.
There you go.
That's open year-round. I don't know what the money making for that would be, but just an idea.
That could make money.
Yeah.
But no, oh god, that definitely gave me a laugh this week. It's so funny. Now I know more about it though.
Yeah. No, the whole story's crazy.
I'm looking at the AI pictures and that's crazy. Like he really fooled everyone. Mm-hmm. 'Cause those pictures look good. But man, yeah. It's crazy that it happened in Glasgow. It sounds like something like this would happen in, like, freaking Texas or something.
Yeah, I wonder if the same guy is going to try to, like, do anything in the future.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Like,
I think he got caught already.
I mean, he might try to get away with it, but I wonder if, like, the citizens of Glasgow will, like, bookmark his name to, like, keep an eye out for any more schemes.
He can't go to jail, or can he? Because he didn't do anything illegal.
I think if, like, the only thing that he could get in, like, legal trouble for is, I think, that not paying. Yeah, like, if that continues. But, yeah, because, like, false advertising isn't really that illegal.
Yeah, he could definitely get sued.
Oh, yeah. Because I know he made a statement saying, like, or it was the company that, like, put it on. So, like, not the creator, the guy in charge, but, like, the company that was, like, in charge of putting this on gave a statement saying that everyone would get refunds. But I don't think no one has like received refunds yet.
I didn't know they addressed it. I thought the guy just like went off the grid or something.
No, because it's maybe that guy did, but like it's still like it was through a company.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just a one-man job.
All right,
That's funny though.
Let's get into the ranking.
Oh my gosh.
I would say
Wendy Williams got to be out.
Yeah, because Wendy Williams as a person is obviously in. We love her, but
her illness.
I hope she's doing well.
I hope she's doing well too.
Yeah. But
I don't want to see her dead in the next year, so.
No, yeah. Love Wendy Williams. Thank you for everything you've given us, and I hope she does well with her
all
health
the
issues.
out-of-pocket quotes.
Yeah. All right, and then, okay.
Sam Mendes, I think, has got to be second.
Second, yeah.
Because I want to put the Wonka at first, because it's so bad, but it's so good.
I think the Sam Mendes should be second. The Beatles biopics, I always say it wrong. And it should be in. Yeah. And I think we should do something a little bit crazy and say the Glasgow Wonka experience. I do think it should be in. Wait, no, I mean, I do think it should be number one, but I think it should be out. So it is out, but it is number one because it may be horrible. And it may, like, have disappointed a lot of children, but it's funny. And it's something to laugh at. And also, I loved the Wonka movie. It was so good. In the soundtrack, I love the soundtrack.
I knew you listened to it, ironically.
Unironically. I listen to normal stuff too. I just don't talk about it as much. But yeah, maybe.
I like that ranking.
Yeah, and then I think we need to redo the Wonka experience and make it cool. And then we'll talk about it again, and we'll make it in that time, and still number one.
We could do a Northern Star Wonka experience.
Ooh, yeah. We host it
How
here.
tall are you?
5'3".
You're taller than me?
I guess.
I'm 5'2".
Oh my god.
You're short.
I'm always bad at telling people's heights.
I thought you were shorter because I was gonna boot you as an Oompa Loompa.
No, I'm Willy. No, I can be. I'll be Mike TV.
Who's that?
He's one of the kids like in the original.
Oh, okay. I need to
and
rewatch
you can be.
That.
Who would you be?
I want to be a chocolate maker. That way I can eat the chocolate whenever I want.
You can be the unknown.
I can be the unknown.
Sarah's the unknown, and I'm Willy Wonka.
I love that.
We should have dressed up for this episode.
Oh,
I actually would have. I have a Wonka fit I could have pulled
No
out.
way. Do you have suspenders?
No, I don't. I have a blazer and a hat, though.
Oh, that's cool. There you go.
All right. So if they redo the Wonka experience, I will wear. We will talk about it, and I will wear a Wonka costume.
Yes.
Because that'll be very funny.
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
But that concludes episode 5 of The Trend. Thank you for listening or watching on YouTube, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.